Welcome back to our mindful process. My name is Craig, and we will start reading from Maintain, the second book in the series, A Human's Guide to Inner Compassion. Copyright 2024 by Craig A. Burns. And these daily readings are offered as a part of the Our Mindful Process practice. Today is April the 1st. Meditation gives us time to think about what we do automatically and how to pause and reconsider our actions. When something goes wrong, do you immediately respond by attempting to pinpoint who is at fault and who we can blame? Perhaps we can practice taking a step away from our normal reaction. Consider the idea that we can get past blaming others or ourselves. Remove that label that our egos paste here and there. Try to stay with the pain that you're experiencing. This is called driving all blame into one. It's a Lejong slogan. Where we take the hurt that we feel is a place called solitude. At first, in addition to the pain we're experiencing, we encounter loneliness. There doesn't seem to be anything within to receive our torment. But as we observe our agony, without any words or names to feed the blame, we come to know that facing any painful emotion is tolerable. It's like sitting next to a pile of burning logs. As long as we don't touch it, we don't get burned. Over time, the mound of blazing wood becomes a harmless pile of ash. Who we are is still there. That is timeless. We advance to draw strength from what we originally encountered as emptiness. This is serenity. I am at a restaurant at a table for one. I've been looking forward to eating the steak here. I've heard it's pretty good. When the plate arrives, I can already tell it's overcooked. This is wrong. I begin to plan how and who I am going to blame for this error. Then I remember I promised myself I will work on this. So I stop. Okay. I'm practicing driving all blame into one. I say to myself, I create enough space to look at the discomfort of not having a perfectly cooked steak on my plate. That is clearly and honestly what I can see. Working from the other side of disappointment, I think about kindness, compassion, and peace. This is the practice of equanimity to restore balance. I bring all of this gentleness out of the space I have created and into my mind and heart as I sit here at the table. Then I slowly eat my dinner. When the waiter comes back around to gather my plate, I continue to practice this new way of being. I say, this is a communication question, not a blaming statement. Was the steak prepared well done today? And the server replies, steaks are cooked to order. Did you order yours well done this evening? Actually, I reply, I ordered it medium rare. The server says, oh dear. If you would like, I can get you another steak. I paused for a moment and then I said, no thank you. But I appreciate that you listen to me. My spirit is still in the foreground. I told myself several things that were true. We are all human. We all make mistakes. Being forgiving means that I too can receive forgiveness for my human errors. I am comfortably full of food. I don't need anything more, regardless of whether or not I want it. By pausing long enough to drive all blame into one, I remained peaceful the rest of the evening. No one had to go out of their way to satisfy my selfish ego, and I didn't walk away from this situation as a martyr who received an overcooked steak and didn't complain, nor did I blame myself with self-doubt. Each moment has its importance. Being in the moment is the challenge. That is what creating space is for. Within a pause is a never-ending resource to meet my needs. How do you feel and deal with blame? You can practice creating balance. The next time you're in a situation when things don't turn out the way you want, take a step back. Remember, everyone is human and we all make mistakes. Maybe the person who disappointed you is having a terrible day, or they don't have the tools to practice kindness when stressed. See how you can bring fresh air into a tense situation by pausing and accepting the moment as it is. Instead of reacting immediately, take a deep breath and say to yourself, we all make mistakes. Feel free to write about your experience with this practice in your journal. As always, we appreciate you coming to practice with us. If you're interested in purchasing our book series, you can go to www.ourmindfulprocess.com. We also carry vinyl and embroidered t-shirts to support the marketing of our brand. If you're following us on our TikTok or YouTube channels, please feel free to like us and subscribe. And then share this with someone else. Mindfulness is a process that can change our lives. It is always my pleasure to be of service to my community. Thank you. As a side note, if you're not sure of the process to practice, please go to January 1st on our channel and look at the first video on how the process of mindfulness works. From there, we read the reading for the day. For the first 35 days, it is on the instruction of mindfulness itself. Number 2, sit with this process in meditation, starting with 5 minutes and moving up to 40 minutes over 35 days, adding 1 minute a day. It's that simple. And number 3, at some point in time, please feel free to journal about your experience of the reading and the practice for that day. Have a mindful evening, folks.